1. Which is the primary purpose of a pipe fitter in industrial settings? A. Electrical wiring installation. B. Fabrication, assembly, and maintenance of piping systems. C. HVAC system design. D. Software engineering. 2. In adult learning, the most effective way to train new pipe fitters is A. Lecture-only sessions. B. Hands-on practice with real piping systems. C. Reading manuals independently. D. Watching videos passively. 3. Which tool is essential for measuring pipe diameters accurately? A. Caliper. B. Screwdriver. C. Hammer. D. Wire stripper. 4. A pipe fitter must understand regulatory compliance. Which code governs pressure piping systems in the U.S.? A. NAC. B. ASME B31. COSH A 1910. D. NFPA 70. 5. When mentoring a junior pipe fitter, the most effective method is A. Observation only. B. Hands-on demonstration with supervised practice. C. Assigning written reports. D. Letting them work independently without feedback. 6. Proper welding technique is critical. Which type of weld is most common in pipe fitting? A. Butt weld. B. Spot weld. C. Seam weld. D. Flash weld. 7. Safety compliance requires wearing A. Gloves, safety glasses, and steel-toed boots. B. Sandals and gloves. C. T-shirt only. D. Earplugs only. 8. When installing a new piping system, the first step is A. Cut all pipes immediately. B. Review design drawings and specifications. C. Start welding without planning. D. Paint pipes before installation. 9. What is the purpose of a pipe support? A. To increase fluid flow. B. To hold pipes in position and prevent stress. C. To connect wires. D. To filter liquids. 10. In curriculum development for pipe fitting training, objectives should be A. Vague and general. B. Specific, measurable, and relevant to job performance. C. Focused solely on theory. D. Unrelated to hands-on skills. 11. Threaded connections are typically used for A. High-pressure steam lines. B. Low-pressure or small-diameter piping. C. Structural beams. D. Electrical conduits. 12. When bending pipe, which factor is most critical? A. Color of pipe. B. Radius of bend and wall thickness. C. Operator height. D. Pipe manufacturer logo. 13. Regulatory compliance requires documenting A. Only the supervisor's name. B. All installations, inspections, and testing procedures. C. Only verbal reports. D. None of the above. 14. Which test is used to check for leaks in piping systems? A. Hydrostatic test. B. Electrical continuity test. C. Visual inspection only. D. Sound test. 15. Adult learners retain pipe fitting skills best when training includes A. Passive memorization. B. Hands-on scenario practice with immediate feedback. C. Only written quizzes. D. Reading safety manuals aloud. 16. A pipe fitter selects a material based on A. Aesthetic appeal. B. Pressure, temperature, and chemical compatibility. C. Price only. D. Manufacturer brand. 17. During mentoring, feedback should be A. General and non-specific. B. Specific, immediate, and constructive. C. Only positive without critique. D. Delayed indefinitely. 18. Pipe hangers are designed to A. Facilitate fluid flow. B. Support pipes and allow for thermal expansion. C. Serve as decorative elements. D. Store tools. 19. When cutting a pipe, the most accurate method is using a hacksaw freehand. B. Using a pipe cutter or guided saw. C. Using a chisel. D. Using a hammer. 20. In communication, clear documentation of pipe routing prevents A. Misinterpretation and installation errors. B. Tool theft. C. Employee disputes. D. Paint peeling. 21. Expansion joints in piping are required to reduce noise. B. Compensate for thermal expansion and contraction. C. Hold pipes together. D. Improve fluid velocity. 22. Which type of piping is commonly used for high-pressure steam? A. PVC. B. Black steel. C. Copper. D. Aluminum. 23. Curriculum assessments for pipe fitters should include A. Only multiple choice exams. B. Hands-on practical evaluations and written tests. C. Oral history only. D. Video observation only. 24. When threading a pipe, lubricant is applied to A. Reduce friction and ensure proper fit. B. Make the pipe shiny. C. Increase cutting resistance. D. Protect against rust only. 25. Pipe insulation is necessary to A. Prevent heat loss, condensation, and protect personnel. B. Make pipes colorful. C. Support pipe weight. D. Increase flow rate. 26. Which safety procedure is critical before welding? Ensure area is free of flammable materials and wear PPE. B. Paint the pipe. C. Remove all PPE for comfort. D. Start welding immediately. 27. During installation, aligning flanges improperly may cause A. Aesthetic improvements. B. Leaks and mechanical stress. C. Increased efficiency. D. Easier maintenance. 28. Which tool is used to check pipe alignment and level? A. Spirit level or laser level. B. Wrench. Pliers. D. Hammer. 29. In mentoring, encouraging questions from apprentices. A. Distracts from training. B. Enhances learning and engagement. C. Is unnecessary. D. Reduces productivity. 30. Safety data sheets, SDS, for materials. A. Are optional. B. Provide essential chemical handling and hazard information. C. Are only for supervisors. D. Are only for office staff. 31. When installing piping near electrical conduits, the pipe fitter must A. Maintain proper clearance and follow electrical codes. B. Ignore electrical guidelines. C. Use any available route. D. Only focus on aesthetics. 32. Adult learning principle emphasizes that pipe fitting training should be A. Theoretical only. B. Experiential, problem-solving, and relevant to job tasks. C. Reading manuals repeatedly. D. Memorization of codes without application. 33. Post-installation inspection of a piping system ensures A. Only visual appeal. B. Correct installation, alignment, integrity, and safety compliance. C. Only that pipes are painted. D. Speed of installation. 34. When designing a training curriculum for complex pipe layout interpretation, the most effective sequencing method is A. Start with advanced isometric drawings. B. Begin with basic symbols and progress to full system schematics. C. Introduce multiple full system blueprints immediately. D. Skip theory and teach only hands-on tasks. 35. A pipe fitter must verify material certification for pressure-rated components. Which document provides this? A. ESDES. B. MTR mill test report. C. Daily work log. D. Procurement invoice. 36. In high-risk environments such as refineries, which communication method ensures compliance and traceability? A. Verbal-only briefings. B. Text messages between workers. C. Signed work permits and documented shift handovers. D. Informal discussions during toolbox meetings. 37. When evaluating apprentice performance, which strategy aligns with competency-based assessment? A. Using time spent on tasks as the sole metric. B. Assessing ability to perform tasks to standard under realistic conditions. C. Grading based on attendance. D. Reviewing written test scores only. 38. Prefabrication accuracy depends heavily on A. Weather conditions in the shop. B. Correct field measurements and tolerance control. C. Number of workers available. D. Pipe color coding. 39. Which valve is typically used when precise throttling of flow is required? Gate valve. B. Globe valve. C. Ball valve. D. Check valve. 40. When performing hot work in a confined space, which regulatory requirement is mandatory? A. The area must be painted beforehand. B. A valid confined space entry permit and atmospheric testing. C. Only a supervisor needs to be present. DPP is optional if ventilation is strong. 41. A senior pipe fitter mentoring an apprentice notices repeated alignment errors. The most effective corrective action is A. Assign easier tasks. B. Provide targeted coaching and demonstrate proper alignment techniques. C. Ignore the errors to build confidence. D. Reduce the apprentice's workload indefinitely. 42. Which of the following best describes the purpose of a PNID in pipe fitting? A. To show building architecture. B. To identify electrical panel locations. C. To illustrate process flow, valves, instruments, and piping relationships. D. To display only pipe lengths and diameters.